So recently The Sims 4 has become officially free. Because of that, I assume a lot more people are going to be playing The Sims 4 than ever played it before, and I really wanted to make a video to help you guys to know what kind of packs are good for new players. Because although the packs are priced the same depending on what kind of pack they are very different in terms of value. So I'd like to give you guys a guide. Just to confirm, I'm only going over my top 5 packs for new players today. If you wanted like a more overall review of every single pack for The Sims 4, how the whole Sims 4 pack system works, let's say like you've never played the game before and you genuinely don't know what to do, I actually have a really big guide. It's like an hour-long video. It has timestamps so you can skip to wherever you want. I will pop a link to that in the description below because I do think that's really useful if you're like totally new and don't know what you're doing. If you have a generic understanding about how the Sims 4 pack system works, this video, however, will be for you. Yes, I am wearing a coat today. It is extremely cold and my heating is not on because it doesn't work and it needs to be repaired, which is rather lovely. So at number 5, we have Get to Work. One interesting theme about The Sims 4 is the pack titles either have very clear and explicitly easy to understand names or they have very confusing names. This one has a very easy name and it is a pack about going to work, funnily enough. The reason why I would say this pack is incredibly good for brand new players is because it comes with an expanded career system. So if you've played the base game already, you will know that when your sim goes to work, time basically just speeds forward, and as a player you don't really do anything. You don't see them in work, you don't really interact with them at work, you just basically sit there and wait for them to finish work and come home. And it's kind of boring, let's be honest. With The Sims 4 Get to Work, it comes with 3 main active careers. Those active careers are being a doctor, being a scientist, and being a detective. The active career system works in a kind of similar way to parties in The Sims 4. So if you've ever had your sim go on a date or go to a party, you'll notice in the top left corner there's a list of mini objectives that you have to do by a certain time. So in The Sims 4 Get to Work, it's very similar. You have a list of certain work objectives to do, and when you complete them all, depending on how many you complete, you get a work bonus. Obviously, if you do more stuff in a day, you're more likely to get promoted faster. Another thing that's really great about this pack is the retail system. It's one of my favorite things to do in The Sims 4. Basically, you can run a shop, you can visit a shop and buy stuff. To be honest, visiting a shop and buying stuff with this pack is kind of boring, but actually like running your own retail business, I think is a really fun way to make money, because I personally think one of the best ways to play The Sims is to make money. I think it's the most fun way. And when you own your own retail store, the reason why I like it is because it's very creative, because it ties in with a lot of other packs and you can sell basically almost anything. So for example, if you own the Realm of Magic pack in The Sims 4, you can create potions, and if you have the Get to Work pack, you can sell those potions and you can make like a potion shop. You can basically sell anything that you craft yourself. You can sell things that are not crafted yourself, and I just think the idea of like making and running your own shop is really fun, and it ties in with a lot of other packs and making money. So from that perspective, if you are just looking to have your Sims do more in their day other than just sit and wait for them to finish whatever they're doing at work so they can come home, then I definitely recommend this pack. At number 4, we have Realm of Magic, on the note of making potions. So obviously The Sims 4 does have occult packs. Just to confirm, occult packs are the more supernatural things. There are many ones such as the Vampires pack, we've got the Werewolves pack. The thing about the Realm of Magic system is it is a very isolated bit of gameplay. Many people who have vampires installed, for example, say it's kind of annoying, which I do agree with, because sometimes vampires will just turn up in like the most annoying locations and like you can't get rid of them. It is really annoying. The thing about Realm of Magic is it's fun in that there's like a separate magic world that you go to. It's fun trying to learn all of the brand new magic skills. It has a really cool skill tree system in which every single magic person has their own strengths and weaknesses, which is different to the other, which is cool. There are different kinds of magic which all do different things, some of which are useful, like, I don't know, repairing an object or cleaning an object, copying an object, which is very overpowered. But there's also things like mischief magic where you can do horrible things, and untamed magic where you can do even more horrible things. You also have pet familiars like dragons, which is cool. I just think it's a really well-rounded pack, and it's very isolated away from the main kind of gameplay. But if you are interested in a more supernatural system in the game, but you're not sure which one, I would say Realm of Magic is the best. At number 3, we have the City Living pack. So in The Sims 4, if you want to live in apartments, you basically have to have city living. I know in like the Eco Lifestyle pack, for example, they do have a couple of apartments, but if you want that proper city apartment feel and experience, then you need the City Living pack. The reason why I would say this one is great for new players is because I think the most popular way to play The Sims 4 is with a young adult sim. Although I know a lot of people like family gameplay, I think especially as a new player, trying to play with an entire household of Sims is a little bit challenging. And I personally think that when you're playing for the first time or you don't know the game very well, just having one young adult sim in your household makes it a lot easier to understand the game mechanics and enjoy the game more, because you only have one sim to look after. City living for me just facilitates that young adult lifestyle, starting off in a city in a kind of grimy apartment, working your way up to a nice job, blah blah blah. Because whilst you're working on looking after this one singular sim, by the time they get to an adult, you'll more be ready to move on in terms of maybe moving on to family gameplay that way. And I just feel like city living opens up to you understanding how the Sims 4 works in terms of getting your sim a job, making money, making friends in the game, finding love in the game, because there's a lot of things in this pack, for example festivals, where you can go and meet other Sims and go to different events, which is quite fun. It comes with karaoke bars and things where you can find new Sims and make new friends that way. And even though the careers that come with this pack are not active careers, in a way they are. It comes with a food critic career, by the way, and it comes with a political career. Both of these careers actually involve you doing a lot of things outside of the main work, and there's actually an option with a lot of careers in The Sims 4, by the way, to either go to work or work at home. When you do the work at home option, especially with the political career in this pack, I do think it's really fun. It's more so, as I said, just for something if you enjoy the more young adult single person household gameplay and you want to thrive in that. I do think City Living is the best pack for it. At number 2 we have Parent, because I know some of you just want to jump straight into family gameplay. Unfortunately, in The Sims 4 there isn't really much gameplay for toddlers, teens and kids and babies. Like, no gameplay for babies, by the way. But if you do want to make the game a little bit more fun for kids and teens, and you want to continue on with this challenge of raising a child, I recommend Parenthood, just because it makes it more fun than just fulfilling their needs. Because in The Sims 4 right now, looking after a child is basically just making sure that they do their homework and making sure that you feed them and you put them to bed every night. You basically just fulfill their needs and do their homework with them. There's not really much to it. And with the Parenthood pack, it adds a little bit of complexity. It comes with this manners system where your kids may have, you know, bad manners or good manners. And as a parent, the way you choose to raise your kids depends on what kind of manners they have, which affects the way that they grow up to be. If you're the kind of person that enjoys legacy style gameplay, what I mean by legacy style gameplay is starting off with a young adult, having a kid, having those kids grow up, having more kids, like going through family tree. If you like that family tree legacy style gameplay, this pack I think is really great, because it does really enable you to focus on the challenge of raising a child, something I do not want to do in real life, but I do enjoy doing in The Sims now and again. So number 1 is the Seasons pack. Now, although The Sims may be a fun game, it is a very cash grab game, and with The Sims 4 you do have to pay for weather. Now, weather seems like a very basic thing of a life simulation game, which it is, but unfortunately EA did not get the memo. That's right, our capitalistic EA sugar daddy has decided that we do have to pay a lot of money to have weather in the game. So because of that, I will say it's number 1 in terms of like packs you need as a new player, because it gives you a sense of time. Weather, having seasons, spring, summer, autumn, winter is basically a sense of time, and it just makes your Sims lives a lot more enriched and having value. Apart from just weather, of course there are other things with this pack too which are cool. The first one is the holiday system. So if you like the idea of holidays, what I mean by holidays is not going on a holiday like a vacation, but a holiday in terms of like Halloween, Christmas, Easter. You can make your own holidays in this game and you can set them all on the calendar. It does come with a custom holiday system, by the way, so you can make your own. So if you are like religious or something, The Sims 4 inherently is supposed to be a non-religious game, but if you want to add stuff relating to your own religion in the game, you can with the holiday system. If you literally want to create your own holiday, like worshipping a twerking and pig statue holiday, you can literally do that with this pack. Like, you can make anything you want, which is so fun. And it already comes with some default holidays. It also expands on gardening, because I know a lot of people who play The Sims also like games like Stardew Valley. So yes, in that respect, it does make things like gardening a lot more complicated, which is fun. It also comes with flower arranging, where you can make flowers if you like that kind of stuff. But of course, this is just my 5 favorite packs just for new players. If you do want a more generic overview of every single Sims 4 pack. I mean, literally every single one, by the way. I have this humongous guide right here. I do recommend you watch it. It is a long video, but if you add it to your favorites playlist, you can go in and out of it, which I recommend you do. So please make sure you check out that video too. I will also pop it in the description. I hope this video was useful. I will see you in the next one.